All right, everybody, welcome back to the best channel on YouTube. Good morning, everybody. How you guys doing? I have the morning congestion because I like to sleep with the room way too cold. Anyways, hopefully you guys are doing well. We have another video on this channel, and what we're going to be talking about today is something that actually happened last week. Now, there's actually an ultimatum with this situation. This situation as a whole, man, it's so interesting. We're seeing so many pro athletes getting in trouble now, and look, a part of this is like, man, there has to be some sort of like discussion of the amount of advertising and everything with this betting. I feel like has gotten so out of control. You know, if we went back like 4 years ago, we hardly had any of this. Now we had some betting advertising, but man, especially in America, it is crazy now. If you watch a commercial break on live TV nowadays, I mean, you are seeing FanDuel, DraftKings, all this. It's crazy. It's being shoved down everyone's throat. I feel like a lot of people are gambling. A lot of people are betting. Obviously with anything, there's like a medium. Can you control yourself? But a lot of people can't. A lot of people have very addictive personalities, and it's tough. This is where it takes another turn where we're seeing another pro player. We had an NBA player this year that was actually betting on his own games. Like, it came out and there was like a whole proof that he was, and I think he got a lifetime ban. I didn't do a video on that. I actually wanted to, but I just didn't have the time to do it. So Lucas Paqueta, this is a very big deal player. Lucas Paqueta is a phenomenal football player. This is not like, I don't know. This is not some low deal player. This is a very, very high transfer market value, high skill player. He's been charged by the English FA with misconduct in relation to alleged breaches of FA rules E5 and F3. It's alleged that he directly sought to influence the progress, conduct, or any other aspect or occurrence in these matches by intentionally seeking to receive a card from the referee for the improper purpose of affecting the betting market in order for one or more persons to profit from betting. So it'll be very interesting to see what happens from this situation. This is what Fabrizio reported, because in the NBA, I think his last name was Porter. It came out that they found out that, like, bro, like, I think they potentially linked his account or one of his family members' accounts where, they were slamming some under on. I think it was rebounds or points or something, or made field goals. So in basketball, it's when you make a shot. So Lucas Paqueta has also been charged with 2 breaches of FA Rule F3 in respect of alleged failures to comply pursuant to FA Rule F2. I don't know what those 2 rules are. I just know that the quoted rule that he put, which is basically Paqueta is now being allegedly charged and is under investigation now because apparently he is getting intentional yellow cards, extra cards, to influence the betting market. Basically, if you don't know how a bet would work, you could probably go through and do these player props, which is where you can bet individually on a player. And there's probably an option for Lucas Paqueta that says, zero point 0.5 goals in this game. Will he get over or under, right? And if you want to hit the over, that means he has to get 1 goal for you to win your bet. If you want to hit the under, it means he has to get 0 goals. Could be the same with assists. 0.5 in that given game, right? Maybe Paqueta's yellow card, total or tally is at 0.5, or maybe it's 1. And so if it was 1, if you hit the over, obviously that's 2 yellows, which is very unlikely. That would be a little too obvious. So it was probably, will Paqueta receive a yellow card, a booking in this match? Yes or no, or, over would be 1, under would be 0. And, he's under investigation because a couple of these matches, look, I've seen the footage. It doesn't look good for him. So the player has until June 3rd, 2024 to provide a response. It's sad, man. This type of stuff is serious with the bans. This stuff, you never really know what's going to happen here. This is very, very, very interesting, especially when it's on your own behavior. It seems that in football, we've seen situations with other players, you guys could name it, that the bans and the punishment is less when it's not on yourself match fixing something. You know what I mean? When you're not personally match fixing something, it seems like the gambling and the betting, it goes over a little bit more smooth with the long-term consequences. This is where it's a little worrying for Paqueta because, if he's found guilty, right, it's going to be a problem for him. And I've seen the videos. I can't show you guys the videos because it's going to be copyright for the video, but it's not looking good. They were very late tackles. I mean, it's just, yeah. So he's under investigation for those, I think, these 4 games. If you want to go back and look at it, Leicester City on the 12th of November, Aston Villa on March 12th. This is all 2022 and 2023. Leeds United on May 21st, and Bournemouth on August 12th. Now, Paqueta responded and he said, "I am extremely surprised and upset that the FA has decided to charge me. For 9 months, I've cooperated with every step of their investigation and provided with all the information I can. I deny the charges in their entirety and will fight with every breath to clear my name. Due to the ongoing process, I will not be providing any further comment, which is a good PR response. So he was initially under investigation, and now he has been allegedly charged. There's a very large difference between those two. They were investigating him for 9 months. He has been cooperating, which is what he says. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter, if you kill someone or you did something really bad, a bad crime, and you were cooperating, bro, it doesn't mean you're going to get let off the hook, right? So they have found that, hey, we think you're guilty. So they've allegedly charged him. He's got until June 3rd to respond, which is very soon. So, yeah, I mean, cooperation can only get you so far, right? Yes, it could get your time down. I don't think this is not a situation where he's going to go to prison or anything. This is more of a situation where he's going to get a ban, right? And if he's found guilty, I've seen reports basically saying they think it could be up to like a 10-year ban, which is crazy because 10 years means he's done. Bro, this guy, is he going to return and play pro football? Maybe if he does, he's going to return and play in a lower league, but the prime is done. And, he's been an impactful player wherever he's played. Lyon, West Ham, Brazil, he's a big part of all these teams. He personally just said that I deny the charges in their entirety and will fight with every breath to clear my name. Due to the ongoing process, I will not be providing any further comment. I mean, it's just crazy, though. I mean, this is a guy that has started 31 out of 31 matches in the Premier League for West Ham, a very decent team. 4 goals, 6 assists, 10 yellow cards. 10 yellow cards. He's got 21 goals for Lyon. A lot more assists there as well. And, he originally, there was a move for Lucas Paqueta, which is now off. Man City have been trying to sign this guy for a couple years now. They've been looking into him for, I think, a year or two now for sure. So he's been linked with Man City, and now that appears to just be entirely off. This was reported like in August 2023, which is a little while ago, but they were looking for him and Doku. They did get Doku. That deal got done. The situation with Man City is that obviously they're not going to want to sign a player even as good as Paqueta is if there's all these issues, happening with him. Dude, Paqueta at the end of the day, if we go on transfer value of him, I mean, dude, 65 mil, right? This is a very, very large deal player, man. I mean, this guy, he got bought from Lyon, from West Ham, 45, now he's up to 65. I mean, this is a guy that gets first team minutes with Brazil. Very, very, very good player. He even played at AC Milan, came from Flamengo, I believe. So this was crazy. We'll have to see what happens from the situation. He's got until June 3rd to respond to this. But yeah, when you've been charged with breaches of rules, and he has these allegations, this is very serious. We'll have to see what comes from all of this. I think the situation with Tonali, if we look up Tonali, just to swap over here. I don't know what happened all in all from Tonali. I think he had a 10-month suspension and then 8 months of participation in a gambling rehab program. I can't sit here and tell you exactly what had happened to Tonali because I'm not knowledgeable to know. But this type of stuff is not looked upon in a good spot from the rule committees, as it shouldn't be, bro. There should be no room for match fixing or any of this stuff. I mean, this isn't necessarily match fixing. This is more what his type. If he is found guilty, right, which he's claiming right now, if you look at Paqueta's claims, he's claiming that he's not guilty. He basically says, I deny the charges in their entirety. He says that this is not even something that I would do. He's been cooperating. He hasn't done anything. So that's his side of it, right? And you can't just neglect that, right? If he's really saying that, hopefully you would believe that he's not lying, right? But the other side of it is that I will say this. There's no room for any of this. I do believe, though, what he's doing with the yellow cards, as long as he's not playing a man down, anything like that. I mean, he's getting personal fines on the side. Bro, I mean, I'm going to say that I feel like it's not as bad as him missing open nets or him purposely losing the games, right? So it'll be very interesting to see what comes from all of this. I mean, this is wild, though. This is not the first time we've seen a player like Tonali. We saw this with Tonali. I think there was another player recently in football as well that had this going on. I hope that these players who are doing this, and look, let's be real with this video. There are players right now out there that are doing this. Smaller leagues, large leagues, they're getting away with it, right? There's players that are doing this, and basically the way they're probably doing this is they're having, like friends and family, doing certain bets on certain games. The question mark I have for all of these guys that are doing this, I mean, and I can understand if you're a player that, like, maybe you're playing in, like, like a fourth or a fifth division and you're not getting paid well. I just don't understand, bro. These pro footballers make so much money. People like, I mean, I feel like people do have a good understanding of that, but man, the amount of money these guys make, it's like, do they really need more money off betting on parlays on them, like doing certain things in these professional matches? I don't know, like how much money do these guys need? It's like I'm seeing this and it's like, is it that or do they actually have a problem? Do they have so much of a gambling problem, right? Do they have so much of a gambling problem, Tenali, Paqueta, that they just can't stop to the point where it resorts to them betting on themselves to make money back? Like, is it that bad? Do they owe people that much money? We've seen rumors and reports coming out about Tenali where like he was owing certain people, I think, on a team or outside a team a lot of money. So I haven't seen that necessarily with Paqueta yet. I've been doing my research online, but I hope that at the end of the day, all these guys can get the help they need, man. It's a nasty addiction going on right now with how much gambling is being promoted everywhere. I'm not a huge fan of it. I think it's a little too much right now. So hopefully anyone who's addicted even watch this video, you guys can get your help, man. If that's one of you. It's a sad story though, man, because I hope he's found not guilty. I hope that these alleged charges from the FA aren't true. But what a talented footballer it would be to lose if he's one of those guys. And I'm not even here to like make fun of him or anything like that. That's not the type of humor I like to apply in these situations. I actually feel bad that it comes to that, and I really hope he's not found guilty. So let me know what you guys think. Crazy situation. I'm just catching up on this one. Yeah, thanks for watching, boys, and I will see you in another video soon.